We've spoken about hybrid pitches. Synthetic surfaces is something that's constantly doing the rounds in the elite level of football in terms of becoming more and more part of the game. Should it be, shouldn't it be? Recent Women's World Cup, where obviously all the games are on synthetic surfaces. We won't go into the details of whether that was right or wrong, but focusing on rugby, do you feel synthetic surfaces have a role to play at the elite level?
I'm biased in so much as I'm a groundsman and I prefer natural pitches. But the Saracens and Newcastle have gone artificial with good reason, sound business reason, and in Newcastle's circumstances, I mean, the only thing that grows in Newcastle is the groundsman old, I've heard.
Okay.
You've got to take into consideration the weather conditions and the amount of usage that you get. And in rugby, we've got 30 players on the pitch. So it's a lot for 80 minutes, nearly 90 minutes by the time they've finished playing. So I can understand us going that way. I just, from rugby's point of view, as long as the head impact and the burning's been taken away, which it has, I understand, I think that rugby with a dry, clean ball, it's fantastic. The speed of the rugby these days is phenomenal. If you put an old DVD on 20 years ago, the pace of the game is so much, the players are fitter.
Yeah.
So I think being a groundsman, you've got to take your hat off and say, in our game there is a place for artificial pitches, but at the top international level, I hope we always play on natural pitches.
Okay, thank you for that. Moving back to your stadium here, your home of rugby, apart from rugby, you host a number of other events, some of which is I think pop concerts and rock concerts. I understand you're a Stones fan.
Yes, very much so.
Two questions come out of that. What problems and issues does the concert season give you here? And secondly, have you had the chance to see the Stones play at your venue yet?
The first concert ever in the stadium, 2003, was the Rolling Stones.
Hey. Were you a fan before?
Oh yes,
Okay.
I've been a Stones fan since the 60s. My elder brother bought the records and I listened to them.
Right, okay.
And I've become the fanatic. I've been all over the world to see the Rolling Stones. I love the Rolling Stones.
So having them here on your turf must have been special. Yeah.
It was awesome. They've played here 4 nights now, 2 in 2003 and 2 in 2006. As regards pop concerts, I'm a groundsman. I'm a proper groundsman. If my bosses say to me, we're going to have a pop concert, if I jump up and down and cry and say, you're not, I ain't going to win.
No.
So I think as a tip to all groundsmen is say, okay, if that's what we're doing, what's the best way we're going to do it?
Okay.
Let's manage what we're going to do. Let's find out how heavy the stage is, how big the stage is, how many people are going to be stood on the pitch, or are they going to be seated on the pitch? What are we going to allow on the pitch, whether it be merchandising or food, and manage it. And once you've done that, the pop concert becomes one of the best weeks of the year because it's so far removed.
Yeah.
It's like a busman's holiday. It's incredible. I've got to say, the RFU, we do things properly in alliance with the promoters. We talk to the promoters, this is what we want, this is what we will do, and touch wood, we've had some fantastic, the concerts, other than the Stones of course, the concerts are almost getting in the way of a really good fortnight.
Right.
You've got 40, 50 people building a stage where they come out and they've got one bit of metal and stick it in the middle of the pitch and build, and within a week there's this fantastic stage with lights and smoke and fireworks, and then within 3 days it's on a lorry and gone. So I think in life you have to enjoy whatever's thrown in front of you, try and enjoy it. And I've seen some wicked concerts here. The Stones obviously are my favourites, but we've had U2, we've had Lady Gaga, which I wouldn't see Lady Gaga, I wouldn't know her, but it was 2 fantastic nights. We had Iron Maiden here. You've never seen so many black t-shirts in your life. But it was a fantastic night and we enjoyed it.
And you never struggle for a ticket, obviously. So.
No, they usually let me in.
Keith, fantastic interview. I've got a couple of questions left to ask you. One would be, if you had a golden rule for any groundsman out there, whatever level, what would that be?
Never roll with anything heavier than your mowers. And aeration. That's the key.
2 golden rules.
2 golden rules.
2 golden rules. Last question, which is our normal question on a Turf TV interview, and it's around who cuts the grass at home and what do they use to do it? Assuming you have grass, of course.
Yeah, I've got a John Deere rotary, which I cut my back lawn with, and my back lawn is full of thatch and a few weeds.
Well,
and again, I don't go out to cut the lawn.
No, you spend all day looking after that and around the country. Keith, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Brilliant interview.
Brilliant, thank you.